this is Gwen Carden for hybridcarnews.co, and if you have watched the other segments that we did, you know that I have been interviewing my good friend William Gill, who owns a 2009 Toyota Prius, and William has agreed to come back one more time and chat with us today. So hi, William.
Hi, Gwen.
Thank you very much for giving us a little bit more of your time. What I wanted to cover today was to find out from you, what are some of the questions that you would tell someone to ask or to investigate if they were considering buying their first hybrid vehicle?
Well, there's a couple of things that come to mind, Gwen. The first one, as we discussed in another segment, is to find out exactly what hybrid means for that particular make and model. Not all hybrid vehicles are hybrid in the same sense. Some use an electric engine as well as a gas engine to move the car. Some use only a gas engine to move the car and an electric motor to offload some of the duties from the gas engine, such as running the air conditioner. So I would make sure that the buyer understands what hybrid means for that make and model, for starters.
Mm-hmm. I remember you're saying that. And another thing is, I know there's some things that have been added to hybrid vehicles since you bought yours a couple of years ago. What do you think are some of the new features that would be very desirable to have, as opposed to maybe some that are just kind of bells and whistles?
Well, two things come to mind. The first one, as you know, I have a Toyota Prius, and the new generation of the Toyota Prius, which came out beginning with last year, they have a setting where you can force the car to be electric only, to be hybrid, which means both gas and electric, or to be high-powered, which means mostly the gas engine is used. Mm-hmm. My car doesn't have that setting. It's all up to the computer, and I wish I had that setting, so that's one thing to look for. Another thing to look for, which in my mind is not a bell and whistle, would be a moonroof, for example. My former car had a moonroof, which I enjoyed very much, opening on warm evenings, and my Toyota Prius does not have that. I understand that the new generation, some of the models do have a moonroof, and I would want to ask about that in my research of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm. And I believe you told me in another interview that you would definitely buy another hybrid, that you don't want to go back to a purely gasoline car. Is that correct?
That's correct. Not only am I helping the environment by not burning so much fuel and also having better gas mileage and buying less fuel, but as I also pointed out in another segment, my car is filled with technological features that are there because of the high technology of the car. I am not sure that similar features might be found on a car that is not hybrid and therefore such a high technology car.
Is there one in particular that you really like that you've never had before?
Yes, the car that I have now, for example, if I slam on the brake because there's an impending collision, the computer senses that and it actually applies more pressure on the brake than my foot alone is applying. So it helps the car accelerate even more. Also, when it senses such a condition, it starts pre-tensioning the seat belts to hold me against the seat and prevent me from going flying into the dashboard. So there are many features, but those are two that I know come with my car that I am thankful for in the case that I should be in an impending collision.
Mm-hmm. Now, are there any disadvantages to a hybrid that you think people should be aware of before they actually make that decision?
Well, I'm not sure if there are disadvantages, but again, the hybrid is a high technology car. I know that when I was doing my shopping, some of my friends warned me about the car aging and then having to deal with repairs of both a gas engine as well as an electric engine. Mm-hmm. Usually people with older cars, they don't take them to the dealer because of the high prices. They find a local shop And should I keep the Prius for many years, the question will come up, will my local shop be able to fix my high technology car that has two engines and a computer that controls it all, a variable transmission that does not use gears in the same sense as a traditional car. So all those things are questions that come up as when the car starts to age. Should I choose not to take it to the dealer for repair?
Ah, okay. And you do have the potential of having two repairs, like you said, the gasoline engine and the electric engine. So that could get pretty expensive.
That is correct. Potentially there are two engines that would need to be repaired as they age.
And so far, have you had to have any repairs done mechanically on your car?
Absolutely not. The car has about 35,000 miles on it. I've had to do, regular maintenance, oil changes, a couple minor repairs that had nothing to do with the engine or the systems. So no, so far no major repairs of any kind for this vehicle.
And you'd buy a Prius again?
Yes, I would. I'm happy with Toyota. I'm happy with the Prius. Of course, I would do my research to see what everybody else is up to at the time that I am ready to buy. But so far, I'm very happy with my Toyota, and I would consider buying another one when the time comes.
Great. Well, that's all that we have time for in this segment today, but thank you again, William. You always have a lot of really great things to contribute. If you enjoyed watching this segment today, we ask you to please press on the like button right at the bottom of your screen and come back and visit our website frequently. We plan to keep you updated on all the latest news and everything that's going on in the field of hybrid cars. So thanks for joining us, William. It was lovely talking to you again, and thank you to all of you who were watching.